What's good, y'all? Chris King II back with another video. And I want to say first off, happy holidays to everyone around the world, all my subscribers out there. And if you're not a subscriber, what are you doing? What are you waiting on? Hit that subscription button, like, comment, and hit that notification button so you can be up to date whenever I post a new video. Now let's get to it. Today I got two apps that's going to continue to help you going into this new year. It's going to be sort of like some type of therapy via apps. It's two apps today I'm going to introduce, and it's CoStar. Now the CoStar app allows you to basically put your birth date, the time you were born, your location inside of this app, and it personalizes a lot of things that you either have problems with as you do well, your fears, your anything you have anxiety about, things that might make you sad or depressed, things that make you happy, things you do well, some things you struggle with. It's very insightful. So once you put all the information in there, it's going to be linked into your app through all the information, and it connects with your birth chart. It's going to pull up your whole birth chart. So like one thing I found out about myself is I am a Leo rising, a Libra sun, and a Taurus moon, just by all that information. And so once you have that basic information, because a lot of people don't really understand astrology as much as they should, and it's okay to look into it. My personal opinion about it is it's more than just your sun sign, And so CoStar basically allows you to go in and you first start it up. Right now, I want to stop and say that I'm on my laptop looking at these screenshots, because I'm recording on my phone. So the screenshot is going to be uploaded right next up here on the screen for you guys to see. And so when you first open up the app, after you put this information in, it's going to tell you, what are things you need to keep in mind. It's going to have like this light bulb that you'll see. And that light bulb is going to tell you, how, what do you think about today? What is something that you didn't think about? And it's going to tell you something that you either doing that you're not knowing consciously that you're doing. And then there's going to be a fire, which is going to be the pressure. So it's going to be like, it's going to tell you you have pressure in this area. And then there's going to be a no sign, like a no smoking sign, without the smoke, obviously, but it's a no. And it's going to say trouble with. So like mine, it says with the light bulb at the top, it's going to say, do you find your point of view by repeatedly asserting it. So something to think about. And I think I do. I do define my point of view by repeatedly asserting it. Yeah, I do that. So like that's true. Pressure in work, spirituality, sex, love, and self. So like I'm guessing the pressure would be like in my social life, work, working, finding things to do, spirituality. I'm on a spiritual journey, every day. So it's like I do feel pressure in that and keep myself together. Relationship wise, trying to make sure I'm finding relationships that are, emulating the same energies I'm on and vibrations I'm on. Same with love and self. Is just constantly battling with myself. I feel pressure with myself. I'm always trying to be better. I'm sometimes hard on myself. So that's something that's realistic. Trouble with thinking and creativity in social life. So it's telling me I'm having trouble with thinking and being creative. I'm working on a lot of projects right now. So like I have here like a wall of some of my projects is, with creativity. So you have to find new inspiration and stuff like that. So it's telling me I'm having that. And it has a message for you. Underneath that, it's going to have a message for you. And it's every day. It might change every day. Some of your different, what you might have to think about might be different than what your pressure is and what your trouble is. So keep that in mind. And my thing for today is my quote. It says, today is a good day to articulate your plans and goals. Be hungry for yourself. So it's telling me to, basically keep planning, keep being hungry, and, keep having that fire lit up under myself to keep going and planning out things that I have in mind. The next thing you'll see at the bottom, you'll see like my friends. So whoever I'm connected with, it'll say me, and it'll show all of my signs, my sun, rising, and moon. And then like I have one friend on here, and it shows their signs as well. And this is a way to connect or whatever. The next tab, you click over, it's going to show your chart, your birth chart. And in your birth chart, you will see what is in your house. I'm going to pause this here, but it's going to be up here. you see Leo is my rising sign. It's in my first house. And then my Mercury and Sun is in my third house, and it's in Libra. I don't know if I said Leo was my ascendant, which is my rising. The ascendant is ascendant means rising sign. So just to let you know when you're looking at this stuff. My Scorpio, I'm Scorpio is in Venus, my Venus, Jupiter, Pluto, and that's 4. That's in my 4th house. And then Capricorn is in Neptune and Uranus, and that's in my 6th house. And my 7th house is Pisces and Saturn, and then my moon is in my 10th house, and which is Taurus, like I just said. And then Leo's and Mars, and that's in my 12th house. And each time, like as you looking at this, it gives you an explanation. I love how it breaks everything down. So like it's like letting you know what you have issues with. So like my sun sign, it's going to tell me, it's going to basically tell me that the sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life. It's the core of who you are, and it is the sign you most likely already know. Your sun is a Libra, meaning you are fundamentally oriented towards fairness and justice. You're always generous, and Relativism allows you to see both sides of every situation, though this may sometimes come off as indecisive or insecure. You don't get tied down to a single view of things. You frequently question yourself and rethink your views. You're more impressible than you appear. You do what you say and can get a lot done. Typically well dressed. It's in your 3rd house, meaning you feel the need to distinguish yourself from others through the things you know and are familiar with. So the sun sign is your overall sign. It's something that you're not really foreign to. You know about it. So like when people say, "Oh, I'm a sun sign," but I don't necessarily act. Your sun sign is kind of like what you give off. You know what I'm saying? What you naturally do, and it's something you don't really think about. Now your moon is going to tell me my moon is in Taurus, like I just said previously. The moon rules your emotions, mood, and feelings. This is likely the sign you must think of yourself as, since it reflects your personality when you're alone or deeply comfortable. Your moon is in Taurus, meaning your emotional self is very romantic and sentimental. You are deeply loyal to the people you care about and try hard to maintain security and stability within those relationships. You often feel powerless to fix messy situations, but your way of thinking through those things, your way of thinking through those things is sensible and practical. It's in your 10th house, meaning you find security and safety through career success and responsibility. I think this is totally true to my emotions and my feelings and moods. You know, I'm very, practical person. I try to, keep myself leveled in situations. I don't like to be around messy situations. I like to shy away from that. And when I do feel I'm in situations that are, unfixable, it does kind of feel like you're powerless, because I love keeping people together and around me. Relationships wise, like I'm very, like I say, I can be romantic, and would say romantic and sentimental. Yeah, I'm very like that. You're deeply loyal to the people you care about. Exactly. All my friends, family, anybody I've been in a relationship with, they know I'm very, very loyal. Like that's something that's to my core. And it says it's in my 10th house, meaning that I find security and safety through success and responsibility. Responsibility is like my home. I love stability. It makes me feel comfortable. It helps me feel balanced. I guess it's my Libra part of myself, the scales. The next thing is my ascendant. It says your ascendant is the mask you present to people. It can be seen as your personal style and how you come off to people when you first meet. So it's a first impression. It's this persona that you have to people, and like it says here, it says you come off people when you first meet. Some say it becomes less relevant as you get older. It changes every two hours. So if it doesn't make sense, text your mom to confirm your birth time. Your ascendant is in Leo, meaning you come across as bright, good-natured, and magnetic. Your energy makes you seem either like a know-it-all or the life of the party, but always the center of attention. I definitely agree with that. Good natured, some people might feel I'm a know-it-all or think I'm a know-it-all, because I'm very bright. I'm very, 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 very intelligent on a lot of different topics. I'm very deep, so I can see that. Magnetic, so like people are drawn to me. I've seen it a lot, naturally, not to be big-headed or anything, but I noticed that people are naturally drawn to me, and at a younger age I didn't really see it as much, but like as I've gotten older and understood like my leadership and how it is, and I guess that's like the Leo nature. If anybody knows a Leo sign, that portrays who they are too as well. Like that's kind of their whole MO. So naturally, the next app I'm gonna talk about is the Pattern app. A lot of people have been slowly becoming aware of this app. I just recently became aware of the app. Shout out to my boy, one of my closest friends, my brother, Malcolm McFarland. He put me on this app, and he's really not into astrology. So, it was kind of interesting for him to put me on this app. So I thought it was cool, and it actually is something helpful. It actually helps me journal. And if anybody doesn't know how to journal, just check out my other video where I talk about daily journaling and how it's helpful and you should do it every day. So I'll put that up on the icon above or in the description below, as well as at the end. So let's get to it. The Pattern app really got really popular because of Channing Tatum, because he was saying how scary the app was, because this app is probably the most it's like it knows you like a book. As soon as you put that same information that you put in the CoStar app, once you go into the app and you put in your birthday, you put in your time of birth, and you put in your location, it's going to know everything about you. It's going to spit out more than the CoStar app. I use both to help me journal, because I think about, I don't want to be one-sided. I like to use different resources to continue to, keep in mind. I like quotes. I like things that are, forcing me to continue to look inside myself and to, better myself. So I use both apps, but Pattern is one of the best to me. And so let's get to it. So when you go into the Pattern app and you open it, it's going to bring up, when you come on there, it's going to have things that, maybe your fears, your anxiety. It's going to have anything that you have complications with, and it's going to tell you some pointers. It's going to talk about your ideal relationship. It's going to tell you what relationship you're looking for. And you might not know what type of relationships you like or look for, but it's like basically telling you, if you don't know about it, it's making you aware. And it's something that was mind-blowing to me, because, I'm single, and I've seen, the things the type of relationships I was in, and I've seen the issues that I had in those relationships, and it shows you why you had issues in those relationships, why those relationships didn't work, what relationships you need to look forward to, whether it be, relationships like dating, or your friends, or, relationships with your family members, or things of that nature. It breaks down things that you need to work on, for as in your attitude towards things. It talks about hidden talents you may have. It just jumps right into it. Without any further ado, I'm gonna let this load up. Okay, so I opened it up here. Let me get that Bible app notification out the way. As I log in, you can create your profile picture as well, put it up there, and it shows you my @name up here. It says, while you may have insecurities, you're meant to discover radical self-love and acceptance. Your capacity to love yourself unconditionally is your gift to others. Embracing an optimistic, positive expression of yourself will encourage them to do the same. So, I believe this, and this is my message for today, on the winter solstice, December 21st, 2019. So this is my message today. This is up-to-date reading. This is what I got this morning when I woke up. And I believe that. I've had a few friends always tell me, like, I admire what you do. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. Like you're really into your purpose, and it keeps them on track to keep doing what they're doing or better themselves as well. And I've seen that. And it's just like I said with the CoStar app, and how it tells me that, I'm supposed to keep doing what I'm doing. And I have that natural look of, just having people gravitate towards me. But this breaks it down. It's actually telling me that what I'm doing is inspiring. And so I think that's very realistic here. And at the bottom, it's telling me take responsibility. So in this one, I actually know a little bit about this one before it's going to be showing up here, like I said, but I'm just going to kind of ad-lib on this. And it was just basically telling me to take responsibility and take action. If I want something to change, if I want to do things in my life and see a different perspective, I need to hit the floor running and manage the things I have harvested this previous year. So all of the projects I've been working on, whether it's be the books, this YouTube channel, talking to you guys, being here, that nature. I'm getting better and getting more comfortable in front of the camera, things of that nature. It's been a while, so just basically just hitting the gas this year. Unconditional love is the next one. And see, all these things, they come up automatically, like I said, once you put in your information. And see, if you dive deeper into take responsibility, this is an ideal moment to look at the structures in your life and see what's working for you and what isn't. Perhaps you need to compare some projects and start new ones that will benefit those you're accountable to and responsible for. Consider how you could contribute to building a new world that's more sustainable and beneficial to all beings. I'm blown away because and I like I said, I've been reading it, so it's like I'm reading it for the first time, but it's like very powerful now because I take full duty into making sure that I'm able to help others. I love helping people, and a lot of people don't take on that, but I feel like that's my talent, to help others, to motivate others. I would love to help encourage, motivate, inspire others. That's like my main goal here on this earth, and I feel like it's my main purpose, and I think I do a good job of it. So that's one of them. Let's see, take responsibility. It shows your life cycle. So it's like you can click any date and show, you can look ahead, or you can look at dates before, to show things that you've done. And it might show, like, say for instance, I clicked on the date that I graduated, which is December 16, 2018. I clicked on that date and it was showing me like, basically reaping what I sowed and going into a new chapter, and finally reaping the benefits of things that I've harvested previously, and walking into a new chapter. So I look back on that and I seen that, and I actually saved it. Unconditional love is telling me right now, unconditional love for the next 3 to 4 weeks, there is a shift into freedom, loving, and idealistic energy. You may find that you and those around you seem more open-minded and willing to consider the biggest and best possibilities for all beings. Once again, true. All my friends, we're all on the same playing field, same vibration, same energies for us, and just being open-minded and understanding that we're not just closed off to any opportunities that's coming to us, any frames of thinking. We're not so closed off onto new ideas and perspectives on life, because I feel like for you to be better in life, those are the best mindsets to have. So it's telling me to keep doing that and keep that into focus. Like I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. Growing pains. It's telling you things that you've had problems with. It said it's time to evaluate what is and isn't working at home, at work, socially. If you are off track, you'll really notice it right now. You might feel drained or depressed or experience a physical issue. These obstacles are here to get you to slow down and face reality. Don't be afraid to let go of anything or anyone that isn't serving you. This has been my whole notion. I actually made a video about it that will be posted on Christmas Day. And it speaks about the end of the year reflection, end of the decade reflection, and understanding going into 2020. We need to let go of people and ideas and thoughts and pains that aren't serving us anymore, because it doesn't help us evolve as people. So you need to cut those people off. And that's exactly what this is telling me. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it keeps everything into focus. Like, it's an amazing app. And yeah, so you just keep going as I'm going through the different cycles. You see here, relationships, fear, anxiety. You can click on all of these, see my friends or whatever. You can connect with friends and you can share some of the posts or whatever. Yeah, and that's about it, man. I think these are great apps to use for personal development and to just be able to use as a therapy tool. So I hope this was helpful for you guys going into the new year. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on new videos from me. I'm Chris King II signing out. Peace.